Hello, happy holidays. We are going to be drawing a snow globe today. And a snow globe is a really fun thing to draw because you can pretty much put anything you want inside it. So I have this one as an example. It actually doesn't actually have any snow in it, but we're gonna use it as an example. I like the shape of it. I think the shape would be easy to draw. I like that there's a fox in it. I think we're gonna add a snowman, but if you wanted to do a fox, you could totally do that. So let's get started. All right. So first things first, since this is kind of tall, you're gonna want your paper to be in portrait mode or up and down, okay? Okay, look at that there. So I'm gonna draw this out with a pen first. You should use a pencil because you wanna be able to erase any mistakes. All right, so I got my pen. Ooh, I don't want a really thick line though. Let's try this. Ooh, that's not gonna work. All right, we're gonna go with this one. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the snow globe itself first because we wanna make sure that whatever we're putting inside it fits. So this one is kind of like a half circle shape, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. And some are more circular, so if you wanna draw like a globe shape, like a circle, you could do that. And if you're like, how am I going to draw a circle? You could find something circular, like this roll of tape, put it down here and trace it. Totally up to you, but I kind of want this like long shape. And remember, it does not have to be perfect. All right, so in the middle of my paper, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arch. So I'm gonna start here, I'm gonna go up and around and back down. And like I said, I'm not worried about making it perfect. Once you add details, it'll be fine, okay? Because right now I'm looking at it and it's not like perfect, but totally fine. Okay, that's how people know you drew it by hand and didn't trace it. All right, so that's gonna be for the glass part. For the base, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna draw a curvy line. Since this is round and you're looking at it from the side, you're going to see a curvy line. So, and the curvy line is going to be like kind of like a smile. It's going to go up. So from this line to this line, I'm drawing a curvy line like a smile going up. And that's going to make the edge of the wood part. And since it's going a little bit bigger than the glass part, you can have it come out on both sides. All right. And then I add a line here, vertical line here, vertical line here for the base, and then connect them with another curvy line. So there you have it, a snow globe type shape. And if you wanted that to go all the way around, you can add a kind of a curvy line here and then a curvy line here. All right, so inside my snow globe, I want a snowman. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make the bottom first. I wanna make the snow. And snow, when it's collecting on the bottom, it's not gonna be in a straight line, so it's gonna be kind of wavy. Just like that. And then you can start adding your snowman. So I'm gonna do a snowman. So I'm gonna start with the head first and work my way down. So the top of the snowman's head is gonna be kind of like another arch shape like this, because I wanna leave space at the bottom so I can put his scarf. And usually when you're building a snowman, it's not gonna be a perfect circle because you're doing it by hand. And you're kind of smacking or packing it on top. So it's not gonna be perfectly circular. So after I do that, I'm going to make his eyes. I'm gonna leave a little bit of white inside his eyes to show the reflection of the light hitting the shiny rock that the eyes are made out of. And then for the nose, a carrot. Of course, you could do whatever you want for your nose. So I'm just gonna do kind of like a skinny triangle shape there. And then for the mouth, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna do a smile, just like that. But you can have whatever expression you want on your snowman or snow person's face. For the next part, I wanna make a scarf. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another curvy line, and we're like repeating the same line. So I did a curvy line this way. I'm gonna do the same thing, but like a mini version of it for the top of the scarf. Same thing for the bottom. And then same kind of line here. And on each side, 1, 2. And then however the scarf is tied, you might have your kind of like a rectangle shape coming down here and then another one here. And then I'll add the fringe. You can ignore my dog Rio, he's barking at something right now. What do you see? Guarding the fort. Okay, so I have my scarf. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a curvy line here for one side of his torso. That's the middle part of him, like this part. And then another side here, okay? And then I'm gonna make a curvy line. And then another curvy line to make the bottom. All right. And you can make your snow person as big or as small as you want. All right, so for the arms, maybe I want him waving, so I'm gonna have this line going up, kind of like a stick, so it's gonna be kind of squiggly. And then I'm gonna have another line going down for the other side. And then for his hands, he could be wearing a mitten, or it could just be sticks. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to make a mitten, so I'm gonna make a curvy line. And then there's gonna be a thumb, and then the rest of the fingers. Thumb, and then the rest of the fingers, okay? And then for the hat, I'm gonna do like a beanie. So I'm gonna draw a line like this above his head, connect it, then do kind of like a rounded shape for the beanie part, and then a pom-pom. All right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like a pattern. So I'm gonna do some lines to show the texture of like the knitted hat. Maybe draw some lines for the pom-pom. And then if you wanted to add a pattern, you could do that. Since he's kind of small, I'm not gonna make it too intricate. All right. And then next to him, there could be a mini snowman, snow person. You could put another animal, it could be a house, whatever scene you want. If you wanted to make your snow globe a little bit bigger and put more stuff in it, you could totally do that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a tree. And then for the tree, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the top and then work my way down. So I'm gonna make a triangle, but I'm not gonna close the bottom. And then another one that's gonna be a little bit wider, and then another one, and then another one. As many as you want. And then to make the bottom part, and to make it look like there's snow, I'm just gonna make some wavy lines. And there's a bazillion different ways to make trees. This is just one. But I figured this might be the easiest way to do it for us. And then I can make the trunk, okay? And then what I can do is start adding more details, or I can start adding colors. So for colors, since it's glass, I'm gonna just go over it with a light blue. Okay. And then I'm going to start coloring it in. So maybe I want to give him a red hat, because I think that would really stand out. Red mittens. And then, why not, a red scarf? These all matching. Okay, and then for the carrots, we're going to make that orange. For the base, I'm gonna make it brown because this one's made out of wood, so I'll make this one out of wood too. So let's get a brown marker. Ooh, that's a brown marker. It's kind of dried up. Let's get it. Try this Sharpie. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a wood texture. So I'm just gonna do some wiggly lines here with a darker colored marker. Make it a little bit fancier. And then I'm gonna color over it with the light color. And then for the tree, actually I'll do brown here for the trunk, and then for the sticks for his arms. And then for the tree, at the bottom of those squiggly lines that we made, I'm gonna have some pine needles sticking out from our tree. Maybe have some up top too. And that's just gonna help your tree look a little bit more realistic. Okay. And then if you want to add lights, you can add lights. So I'm gonna do some little lights on the inside of the tree. If you wanted to do like a strand of lights on the top, you could do that. Actually, I want to use a thinner marker. Just kind of arching across. I think it's time for me to get a new marker. Okay, I got that connected. And then you can make your lights. I'm just gonna make like rectangle shapes for the base of the lights, kind of hanging on that strand, and then making the shape. So it could be a circle, or it could be kind of like the pointier lights, like kind of like a raindrop. Okay, and they can be different sizes, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to make some yellow, and I'm gonna have them kind of shining a little bit. And then maybe some, I already have a lot of red in that picture. I guess I'm gonna use some pink. No particular pattern here, just random lights. And then to make some snowflakes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a plus sign, then an X over top of it. And then at the end of the points of the X, I'm gonna make like little Y shapes to make a pattern for a snowflake. And do little lines on the plus sign, and then maybe little circles at the end of each one, just to give like a different kind of shape. You can make big ones and small ones. Okay. And then if you wanted to add a little color to your snow person, you can do a little bit of pink. Think of cool colors like a light pastel like pink or a light purple or even blue, but just to give a little bit of color. You can kind of mix those together too. It also helps to add shadow. And I'll add a line here just to show the reflection of the glass. Okay. If your snow globe is on a table, you can draw a line. Okay. And then if there's any, okay. I forgot my buttons. Wouldn't be a snowman without buttons, would it? Okay. Now, if there's anything on the table next to your snowman, you can make that. So I'm going to make a cup of cocoa just to show you some other stuff that you can add in your picture. So what I'm gonna do is next to my snow globe, I'm going to make a frown line shape because we're gonna make an ellipse, and then a smile line to make that opening for the mug. 2 lines going down, another curvy line. The handle, just another curvy line. Fill that in. And then for the hot chocolate, before I draw the hot chocolate itself, I'm gonna draw the marshmallows because you need marshmallows. And I'm gonna draw the same kind of shape I drew for the top. So we're always repeating these shapes. And then I'm just going to kind of fill it in with marshmallows. And I'm not drawing the bottoms of the marshmallows yet because I just want to see where I want to put everything. Okay, and then make my hot chocolate. Just kind of floating in there. If you wanted whipped cream on there, you could do that too. Okay, and then I want to make hot chocolate a little bit darker. You don't have to color it all brown because some of the marshmallows are going to be melting. And then you can color in your cup. Sorry, your mug of hot chocolate. Put a pattern on there. Maybe you want to do like Christmas tree design or something. Maybe we'll copy that first tree that we made. And then maybe some mini trees. Okay. Gotta have the steam coming up from that hot cocoa. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to find a good one, right? So you can kind of have those swirls, lines coming up. So coming out, swirling, coming out, swirling. And it can go over the snow globe because it's in front, just to show that. And then, like I said, if you want to do some cookies, you could do cookies, whatever you want. You can make it as intricate as you want. If you wanted to get really fancy and do the background and make like a Christmas tree in the background and like a whole scene of a living room or a fireplace, totally up to you. And like I said, inside of the snow globe, you could put whatever you want. It does not have to be a snowman. If you want to do a fox like it's in here, Christmas presents, you could do a Hanukkah scene, totally up to you. Sky's the limit, anything you want. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me for my winter holiday drawing, and I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Have a great day.